Hello everyone. This is my attempt at an intro for Ace Attorney, whatever the second part of the title is.
Good enough.
I don't really know it.
Okay. It is your first time doing this. Alright, whatever. So I think this is part 4. What was it? I don't know. I think it is. Whatever. Yeah, so this guy, we moved his body in the last episode. We're still in the same room, somehow. We haven't made any progress in in another room. We've just been here. Not really doing much.
We can see the hallway.
Yeah, look at... we can't do anything, but it just says hallway.
Uh-huh.
Wow!
Okay, now let's
So
check. Let's
magical.
check the K.
Okay. Oh, that was in the other game. That was like a piece of evidence in the other game. Oh, it still has it. It's still, there's a thing about it. Conversation about it. Oh, it's your trophy, the Knight of Prosecutors. Yeah, they had this involved in a case in the original Phoenix Wright game. King of Prosecutors, and it's not a trophy; it's a shield. To only send it to the winning prosecutor, right? Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself. Truer words have never been spoken. That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime. Fortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me. Well then.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do. I guess talk to this guy, because that did something. We have a word with you. Please, I need absolute... Oh, come on. Well, now what? We made the connection.
Talk to the red thing.
The red thing? What's the red thing? What do you mean talk to it as well? So the thing is...
The red.
What red thing?
Red,
oh,
back,
the red...
left.
Oh, that. I don't know if I actually can. We'll see. Oh, we did already. Why are you even able to just talk about it? Talk about all these random things here.
Because they're trying to make it interactive.
Yeah, I guess. Make
What
it
about
more
the thing in the back right
like the very right.
on the floor?
Yeah, it's a tea set that was broken.
Oh. What
Yeah.
about the back right on the table?
Where? What do you mean?
I don't know.
It's a phone, right? On the table, right here.
No, back. On the bookcase thing.
Oh, the
Back right
ladder?
bookcase thing.
Ladder?
Back. Like, look behind you.
What?
Do you see? There.
There, the tea set. That thing on the shelf.
Yeah.
That's the tea set.
Oh.
That's part of it is broken on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what I am curious? What is this thing right here? On the desk. Nothing. Alright then. I guess I have to do this. Can I talk to this guy? Or is he still gonna be like doing other stuff? Yeah. Never mind. He's still gonna be talking to himself.
So what can you do when there's nothing to examine?
Not sure. Wait, what? Oh, look. Well, now there is something to examine. And also made that nice classic sound effect that everyone knows and loves from Phoenix Wright.
I didn't know it.
Well, because you don't love Phoenix Wright. Makes sense. Okay, well, what is that?
It's a hole.
Yeah, there's a file missing. Why does it say gumshoe on there with blood?
Gumshoe. No.
My god, he's the murderer, I told you!
Love his stupid murderer.
Yeah, no, that'd be really dumb. He said, like, I am the murderer.
Oh, maybe that's why.
And that'd also be, like, that'd be a very, like, it's not a good way to frame someone. To say, like, this person, they're the murderer.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
I'd say it's
where's
some
the proof?
incredibly incriminating evidence.
Yeah.
Yes, indicative of criminal activity, indeed.
Incriminate, because he's the murderer. He sounds like, oh, it has to be gumshoe.
Okay.
It must be it. Indicative of criminal activity, indeed. No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me. Say something, sir. It appears that one of my files was stolen. Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation? Well, that's why he came in. He stole it for theft, right? Is this what the killer was really after? Or what is that file? Anyways. I guess we have to figure that out. Wow. Yay!
We did it!
And we didn't die. We had our health bar.
Wait, what?
What?
We can die?
No.
How do we die?
No, it's just like you have that green bar. You see that?
Yeah.
And like if you mess up, you like lose your credibility, like you said. But it looks like a health bar, so like if it runs out, you just like fall over.
No,
and die.
but I mean, like, what happens? Do you lose the game if that goes to nothing?
Yeah, you have to start over an investigation, maybe.
Oh.
But I could just go back to a save point.
Just
that
like
I
real
made
life.
it. Yeah. Great. It looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. The most important message. This is the same thing that happened in another case, where they said like, oh, the person wrote the victim's name in their dying words, and every single. I think it happened maybe 2 times. I think it was just once, and then that time, the person that wrote it was not the victim at all. They did not manage to write the murderer's name. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. Elias, can you fix that phone real quick, since you're over there? Because it looks like it's going to fall.
Okay.
Can you fix that real quick? Alright. Good. Whatever, let's continue. I'll just continue. I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. Jim's words, they're more than enough, wouldn't you say? Oh my god. If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning. You got it. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. Well, yeah, because he's, you know, the murderer. There must be some sort of flaw to his logic. Oh! It's okay, so in the Phoenix Wright games, other game, because you're the defense attorney, you, like, cross-examine witnesses and everything to find contradictions in their, like, testimony.
Huh.
And I guess in this game, there's kind of like their version of just like you're just talking to witnesses in your investigation, and trying to find the flaw. That makes sense, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you going to do? Okay. I'm going to cross-examine him. Yeah, see, cross-examine. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique. Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? Maybe. What should we do, Elias? This is the moment of truth. This decides.
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, oops. This decides the whole game. Right here. What should we do?
How do you?
What should we do? Might as well, or maybe some other time.
Well, if you say maybe some other time, then is it like just gonna say like?
He's gonna keep doing it for the rest of the game. He keeps saying maybe some other time, maybe some other time, maybe some other time.
Okay, whatever.
Just
Doesn't
might as
matter.
well.
Just say something.
But it's a. Never mind. God. All right. First, I listen to the witness's testimony. Yeah, witness's testimony. If I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence, I open the organizer and present the piece of contradictory evidence. That's what you do in the other games. Present something, I simply touch the present button, but that's old news. This is really cool. I really like this game. Like it's kind of different, but at the same time, it's really similar to the other games. I don't know. But it's not like there's going to be a flaw in their testimony every time, right? Correct. And at those times, I need to press the witness by touching the press button. How do you know every person's lying in some way or like is contradicting the evidence? Okay, sometimes by pressing, I can draw out new information and a new or modified testimony. I think I get it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations too. Very well. I'll even show you how it's done. Now watch carefully. Was that needed or I don't really know. Okay. It's like exactly what they do in the other games. Instead of saying argument, they say testimony. Mr. Portsman's logic here. You say it.
Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Okay. Further, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead.
Okay.
That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf.
Why that bookshelf? Why
But thanks to
one?
that, you didn't notice that the bloody letters in his body was hiding. What?
Bloody letters. I guess is trying to say that the victim wrote the bloody letters with his blood, saying it was Gumshoe.
Okay.
He was hiding. Also, why is it upside down? Why are the letters upside down? I didn't really say anything about that.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the body was
That's
hiding
really smart. Yeah, I was.
What?
Well, I was. This is like a random thought, but I was thinking like if someone ever killed me or tried to like, if they're trying to like kill you or something.
I wouldn't think
I was thinking
right?
like the first thing you'd want to do is like if you have anything like your phone or anything, you want to write what happened.
Uh huh.
So that way
to help people.
The people know.
Uh huh. Well, yeah, but so you're saying like use your blood or like take out your
No,
phone?
I mean,
Like,
I don't know
hashtag
if you
just
have a pen.
die.
No, I just I don't
Aha.
know. Okay, hopefully it never
Yeah,
happens. So,
yeah, I get
you know.
it. Yeah, it makes sense. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer. I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in the man's logic, expose it with credible evidence. I didn't really find anything. I guess it's just he wrote his name, or I don't even know. Detective Gumshoe, you still. So I guess it's just the same as other games. Okay, press. I'll press him. You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask. What is it? Why do you call the victim Jim? Oh yeah, I kinda wanna know that. When clearly his name is Buddy Faith. Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jacques and Jim.
Jack.
Or Jack. My bad.
It's French.
Yeah. Of course you know that. It's well, since you study French. Yeah, whatever. Dang it. Jack and Jim. Wait, Jack?
Yes.
Okay. Jack and Jim. Couldn't they just say Jack instead?
Well, it's just a French name, and that's
Okay. Don't those two go together like peanut butter and jam? But Jim isn't even close to the real guy's name. Well, Jack and Buddy just sounds off somehow.
Okay,
Or
this is
Buddy
really
and Jack.
stupid.
Yeah, I don't even know. What's the point of this? Like, this isn't gonna help us solve a murder. It's like, oh god. He talks about the victim like he was his pet. Like, kind of. Okay. Further, you messed up the files to make it look like... Okay, let's see. Let's look at the evidence. Messed up the files? Huh. Well, why those files? That's what I'm thinking about. Maybe Edgeworth will talk about that. See if my shelves twice to do that. Alright. Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth? It's a possibility. Maybe your salary's been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle. I'll have you know that I eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but poor Gumshoes. Yeah. Poor thing. What an evil prosecutor you were paired up with, and what a motive now. I guess he has a point. He does have a motive, I guess. Yeah, I guess. That's when you move Jim's body. He's just sitting in front of the bookshelf. Now, why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way. Why didn't he just do the other? Why didn't he just mess up the other bookshelf? Oh my god. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. So, wait, okay, why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? The body was covering it quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. But judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss something. Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal. Alright. I guess he has a medal, so it must be like some amazing person. There's a lot of... That'd be good. This guy must have a lot of... Like a really big ego to wear a medal like everywhere he goes. There's a lot a person can understand about another from first impressions alone. I can't say I disagree with him on that point. Well, why don't you say something, sir? Gasp. No, not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprit. You know, also, I think the bandage on his face, Gumshoe's face, I think it's supposed to be on the other side. Did he get hurt again? Poor Gumshoes. He has 2 injuries on his face. Nobody could have overlooked the blighted letters, and I can prove it with evidence. Yeah, I don't think he would overlook it. He'd probably move it, and he'd be able to see it. And it'll be by his final words that you'll be brought to justice. Wait, how'd you not notice that? Well, I don't know. Okay, what should I write? Or what should I do? One of the files not... But he stole the file. He would have stolen the file. Will that do anything? Does that make a difference? Elias,
What?
does that make a difference that he stole the file? Because it seems like he probably stole the file before... Oh, wait. Wait. Thing is, he wrote his name on the books.
Yes.
But then the file, so it looks like he was killed and then they took the book. So they would notice that it was gone.
Yeah, I don't.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Right? That makes sense. Like, the name was written there, and then the book was taken, because you can see the letters missing.
Duh.
Yeah.
But
So then he would have to see the bloody letters to take out the book.
Yeah.
Right? Right. There. Okay, good. I think I got it, because the bar went away. Perhaps you're not aware of Mr. Portman, but there's always a serious flaw in your logic. Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this. I see, no problem. I'm game. I can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? That a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. But what are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it. Ha ha ha. If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible. That's impossible, Mr. Portman? Nothing. Oh, yeah, sure. Of course it's nothing. The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your victim. I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spine. Yeah, exactly. It's possible they could have just taken the file before committing the murder. No, it's not possible because they wrote it and then like just all of a sudden the letters were taken out. Yes. Something that's like okay, like space it out. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
They knew it.
I mean, like,
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what happened. The missing letters and the detective's names where the file should be is proof. Yeah, I mean, the S is gone, and there's only half an H. If Detective Gumshoes really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could wow. Even he could wow, everyone's just so negative about Gumshoes.
it's probably because he's named after a terrible Pokemon.
After a what?
A terrible Pokemon.
After
Well, actually,
Donald Trump.
I know.
from
Hey,
Pokemon.
come on.
No, I'm just kidding. No. I'm not saying that he's terrible because of, okay, never mind. I take that. Okay.
Let's move on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, don't worry about all the okay, written in blood on the files. Forget about it. No, I'm saying the Pokemon Gumshoes, people say it looks like Donald Trump. And then the Pokemon, and then this guy is like, it's supposed to be like everyone makes fun of. Okay, whatever. Okay, especially as a detective, you can't stand the sight of blood. Ah! Oh my God, what was that? He just did like, I don't even know what he did there. He just leaned back. He gasped, which means, what exactly? What does that make this dying message? Makes it the work of the criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. What's so low? That's so low. I can't believe this criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman? Brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Logic's deserving of Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. It doesn't, you don't deserve a gold Olympic medal if I could figure this out at all. Jeez. Hey, Matt, you win some and you lose some. That's how life goes. Glad everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive. Aww. Poor Gum.
So okay, what's happening is that like Mr. Portsman like was the person that killed them, and then
yeah,
and then he wrote, and then afterward he like used the guy's blood to
Yeah.
write on the books.
Yeah.
And say Gumshoes did it, and then he took a book away for some reason.
Yeah.
Why?
They tried to steal the book.
Why?
I don't know.
Like
We're still
that's-
figuring it out.
I know, but it's
Elias,
like,
we're like in the middle of it. I don't know everything.
I know, but it just doesn't make sense. It's like something weird.
Yeah. Well, also, why is it upside down? That's the question. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However, what? How does he even know anything else? Are you still after me, pal? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me. But Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal. What? What is he doing? I give a coat. It's another animation. Okay, that's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? What? Is he trying to fly or something? He's just flapping his suit. Well, I was thinking, did you know there is one other person with a key to this office? Are you saying it's like Miles Edgeworth or something? What's he even doing? Hey, you there. Yes, sister. What is it? Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? What? Oh, there's 2 other people on the cover of the game, which I don't really know who they are. Besides, there's Gumshoes and Edgeworth, so I don't know who they are. This girl's probably the other person. Maybe. I don't know. Think of her as a material witness. Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't. What's wrong with... Oh, never mind. Remember when they were talking about some person they hated? Remember that? It was like Wendy. That was her name?
I remember that person's name.
Yeah. No, it's not that person. Never mind. Although she needs no introduction. I've called up Miss Maggie Barrett. Oh, she was in the other games. Never mind. Yeah, she was in like some of the other cases from the other games. This Maggie Bird. Yeah, her. The Detective Gumshoe, sir. She's like a police officer. Maggie. Why is she in this game? Okay. Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight. I see, and your point is? My point is that she could have very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building. Well, still, it's the same thing for every person. They couldn't, like, they had to write the name. Well, I don't even know. The only other person with access to the room is Miss Brood. How dare you? I would never sneak into someone's room. You yelling at Gumshoes or something. Okay, that's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did it. Can we take that as a confession, detective? Well, it wasn't really me, but definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it wasn't you, if it was, you'd have no problem. Because we all know it's him. Okay, you'd have no problems with that, right? Please refrain from flying off the handle, detective. There's no need for such theatrics.
I don't understand what the point is. Like, oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. It's not actually. But C is actually. I'm just trying to say it's not her.
Yeah. He's not really getting anything out of that. He understands what I'm saying here. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason. Reason for suspicion. And we will do that in the next episode of... you say the title, Elias. As you so greatly did.
Ace Attorney.
That's it.
No,
That's the title.
No.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Well, you didn't tell me the title.